Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. I got a bone to pick with you, sir.
Oh, what the hell did I do?
Well, it's what you didn't do. Again. I'm hauling ass over for the airport yesterday to drop a friend off to catch a flight at like 5:30. Get out past the belt line, cruising
You
down
have construction.
96, doing all my stuff. All of a sudden, one lane restriction.
Yes.
I knew nothing.
I've been talking about that on the TV, dude. I've been talking about that on the TV.
You know what? Maybe I'm not a regular viewer, and
well, maybe you should be.
Well,
and then
I
you'll be
would
able
love
to
that.
avoid
But guess
such
what? I'm not getting up
inconveniences.
before you're done on TV.
It sounds like, you know what? That sounds like an Andy problem.
I don't
not
think
a
that's
Dave
an Andy problem. I think that's a Dave
Yeah, it
problem.
is. No.
And I think that somehow you should figure out a way to incorporate me. If say, maybe a text after the show. Hey, are you driving anywhere today? Well, yes, Dave. I'm going to the airport. Watch out for a one-lane squeeze.
First of all, you do most of your stuff at home.
I know that, but yesterday I had to go to the airport.
This is you,
right?
You don't do a lot of this.
Well, I do plenty.
But the point is,
you let me down. All, that's the point.
I didn't let you down. You let you down.
No.
You got to,
I feel abandoned. I feel lost.
Remember what they say.
You weren't there to guide me with your traffic expertise.
When you point the finger at someone, you got three more pointing back at you, and that's where we're at.
That's not how it goes.
It is.
It's really not. And then after said drop off at the airport, which I'm amazing at, by the way, I can duck right in and park the car, get the bag out of the back, bid adieu, and then straight back into traffic I go. You should see it.
Isn't it great? By the way, and I can't remember who mentioned this. This was forever, over 20 years ago, that when you drop somebody off at the airport, you no longer feel obligated to walk into the airport because, since 9/11, you can't.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
If there was a positive to come out of the terrorist attacks of 2001, it's airport drop-offs are much easier now.
Just get your ass out. Get in there.
There you go.
All right. So on the way back, I'm cruising along home, and I made the suggestion to Mrs. O, the lovely and talented Mrs. O, that maybe I should stop at 3 Happiness up on Alpine and pick up some dinner, which I did graciously. Lovely Chinese restaurant up there in the Green Ridge Shopping Plaza, and get down to the fortune cookie part of dinner, and here's my fortune cookie. Ready for this one?
I cannot wait.
If you're going to tell me America's not been destroyed at this point by greed, after you hear this.
Okay.
All right. There are easier ways to wealth than you realize. Is my fortune. Right?
That's true.
Okay.
That's 100% true.
On side 2, there's a QR code for play poker with Bitcoin.
Oh, there you go. See, that's the easier way.
That's the easier way.
Now you know.
Now you know if you want to get wealthy, just go by the Chinese restaurant and get a fortune cookie.
Little bit.
That's right.
That's it.
That's what. That's your investment
ass
advice.
To the poker room. Get your ass to the poker room. You got football games you can invest in this weekend. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of ways to make yourself some scratch. You don't have to,
Can you believe
give
they
it
put
to
a
the guys on.
QR
You don't have to
code
give it to
gamble
guys
on the
on
back
Wall
of a
Street.
fortune cookie?
Absolutely, I can.
that's
Good
stupid.
for them. Way to go. Way to go, Chinese. You're learning. You're learning. You guys are you've been embroiled in communism forever. You don't know how to make this is how you make money.
All right.
There you go. Good
of
for
course,
them.
The degenerate gambler would be on the side of the people trying to fleece you over Bitcoin. Okay, perfect.
Hey, not a gambler, investor.
Investor.
There
Perfect.
you go.
All right.
All right, let's get into it. The Coca-Cola Company has issued a recall. The company voluntarily recalled 3 products across multiple states, including more than 1,500 cases of Sprite 417 cases of Diet Coke, and 14 cases of Fanta Orange due to the potential of being contaminated with a, quote, foreign material.
Oh, boy.
The affected states included Alabama, Florida, and Mississippi. So it's just the dirty South.
Well, thank God for that.
We don't
Thank
have to
God
worry
you
about
did that story, because we can all sleep easy now.
Exactly. See, because you keep your eye out in case you got a stray case from one of those.
If you're one of those people down there running Diet Coke from the south to the north because of the flavor blend, you might want to watch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Coors beer back in the day.
There you go.
Or Yuengling in today's day and age. That's the one everybody's running across the state border now. Yuenglings.
For what?
Yuengling beer.
What's Yuengling? I have no idea what the hell that is.
It's a beer that they don't sell in Michigan.
Is it like a micro brew? Is that
no? I don't think so. I think it's I'd put it on a level of about maybe a Leinenkugel's or for regional products.
Okay.
Yeah, it's big in a region, and
like Stroh's and Schlitz back in the day.
Yeah, well, kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yuenglings is the one everybody's sneaking into Michigan now.
Okay. Good to know. Moving on. Hey, it pays to be gay. This, according to the latest study, gay men earn 10% more than straight men. Research from a National Health Interview survey showed the advantage for gay men persisted regardless of things like presence of a partner, race, age, or ethnicity. Congratulations.
They know their value, and they're not afraid to speak out for it.
It's not about speaking out for it, really. Just about this is what you got to keep in mind. Mostly higher educated.
Yep.
Also, most of them aren't starting families. It's usually you get a dual income, and they usually don't have kids.
Right.
So you've got all this. I mean, it's there. You go.
Hey,
you're set. Amazing.
And again, I think that a good majority of people that are gay, once they come to terms with their lives, they wrap their arms around them. Hey, they're like, I'm okay with this, and this is what I'm worth. And I think today, I think it's a big step in their self-actualization. And I think that lends credibility to other areas of life where you and I have failed miserably.
What are you talking about?
Our own self-worth, what we're worth.
That's true.
And things like that. So when these guys, when people of that nature get to the point where they accept who they are, they see what they're worth, and then they sit down and they say, all right, I'm not taking that from X employer anymore. I'm worth this. I think that's a big thing for them. I think that's a
fair point. I think that's a fair point. We've also gotten to the point, just in society in general, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
We don't care if you're gay. Nobody cares. There are a few, but nobody is not being, for the most part.
Well,
I mean, there are outliers, but let's for the
I look at it like this. I don't think that it's
homophobic, racist, sexist, misogynistic culture. These are all the groups that are doing well. I'm like, Asians dominate white people when it comes to earned income. Gays are beaten straight. It's just good. Everybody can succeed.
Yeah.
Nothing is stopping you except for you. And this is a great lesson. This story is a great lesson for people.
Yeah.
No matter what your background, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you have to overcome, you can do it. You can succeed. These barriers, and there are still some barriers, but they're low enough that you can get over them.
Yep.
And you can compete, and you can excel, and good for them. Finally, the Lions try to bounce back after their loss in Chicago. Detroit taking on Denver, Ford Field in prime time Saturday night, 8:15 kickoff on the NFL Network, not on ABC, not on NBC, CBS, Fox, NFL Network. So if you don't have it, go to your local sports bar. See the Lions basically clinch a playoff spot They're 5.5-point favorite over the Broncos. Sports Vegas hammers the LA Chargers on Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime, 63-21. Red Wings fall to Carolina 2-1. And Michigan State gets a major commitment in the transfer portal. Aiden Childs, quarterback from Oregon State, the number one guy transferring. He's going to Sparty Land following Jonathan Smith, the other former Oregon State Beaver. I think they're the Beavers.
Ducks.
Anyway, they're coming to, Oregon's the Ducks. Oregon State's the Beavers. So I was right there. Anyway, they're coming to East Lansing. The rebuild begins in Spartan Stadium. Way to go. That's sports.
Oh, so you went right from the Lions into the sports there with no clear segue, and I wasn't able to discern if you were finished up with sports. You were trying to catch me is what you're trying to do.
Well, what I did, no, not at all. What I tried to do, like, if it's a Friday, and because the Lions have been a major story all season, I kind of include that as my because there's a pattern to how I do it. So we do like a national story. You do kind of like a human interest or fun story.
Yeah.
And then you go to something local, and nothing has, and you want it to be positive,
right? So
and nothing is nothing. Well, because that they have been, in contrast to previous seasons, the beacon of positivity, especially for Detroit, but also for the state of Michigan. So
I love it. I'm almost in tears. It's just a moving way.
The fans sense your sarcasm, and they don't like it.
No, there's no sarcasm there.
They say it's beneath you, Andy O'Reilly.
Dave.
They say it's beneath you.
Dave, there's no sarcasm.
You don't respect.
Dave.
You don't respect.
No, all kinds of respect. Mad respect.
Right.
Especially for the guy that didn't tell me there was going to be a 1-lane squeeze.
Okay, it's
Big dumb jerk.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for a little Jeopardy?
Okay, what's the category?
This one's got some teeth today. It's $1,200.
Okay.
Behind the musical title.
Okay, behind the musical title. Way to go. That was you delivered it clear, concise. I know what it is. Behind the musical title. Very good job.
All right. Well, as compared to yesterday, when I did the same thing, I gave you the money first and then the title of the category. You had a problem.
You did. Yeah. Well, because you didn't announce the change in category. I was like, wait, this is a different category from what we've been doing. So now you did. And I know we're in the same category we had yesterday because you
God, you're needy.
You didn't have to announce a change.
God.
You did it. Hey, I was giving you a compliment. Now you're shitting all over my compliment.
I'm not doing anything of the sort. I'm just saying you're needy. You're like having a.
That's not needy at all.
You're like having a wife around. Hey, I didn't know the title changed. I didn't know the category changed. Alex, help me out here. I'm on Jeopardy. I want to win.
What's that noise downstairs? Check it out.
What noise?
There's a noise downstairs. Okay, see, you compared me to a wife, so I asked you to check on that noise downstairs because that's what you have to do.
I don't hear any noises downstairs.
Okay. All right.
A sham Vietnamese beauty contest gives us the title of this musical that debuted on Broadway in 1991.
I don't know what this is. I'm gonna guess.
Oh, you don't know what this is.
I think I got it. I'm 70% sure this is it. I'm gonna go with Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Oh, I revel living in the world of the stupid. I love it.
What? I don't know. What was it? Well, that sounded Vietnamese.
Well, it really did, didn't it?
I said Tu Wong Fu.
But that's
not Vietnamese. Maybe it's Chinese.
That's a movie. It's not a musical.
But I thought maybe it was based on a musical.
It didn't debut on Broadway.
I thought maybe it did. I didn't know. I thought it was a solid guess for somebody who doesn't know that much about such things.
Miss Saigon.
Miss Saigon. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that was.
So 43,400, 1,200. I can't do that kind of math in my head. I really can't.
That would be 44,800. Okay. Or no, 44,500 because it was 43,300.
Well, numbers are hard.
For some people.
Well, for a lot of people. Trust me.
Whatever. That's okay.
All right. Well, here's to you having a great weekend and all the special things that come with a great weekend around this time of the year. Are you going to be mooching anything at Christmas parties anywhere?
No, I got a after Christmas party coming up, I believe, in 2 weeks that I'm going to. But
An
no,
after
no.
Christmas
Oh no,
party.
I think I'm meeting some friends up for drinks Saturday.
Oh,
So, I think I'll probably pay for mine though this time.
okay. Well, that'll be wonderful.
We'll see. I mean, unless it's offered the other way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dave will be drinking club soda.
Hang on, I was gonna get that. Thank you. Thank
Well,
you. See? That's how you
if
do
you
it.
get bamboozled by Dave over the weekend, he did
Nobody
just
gets
flash.
bamboozled.
You did just flash a 20. I saw it from myself.
That's bare. Yeah.
Over and out there, Goober.
See ya.
Happy Friday, Muskegon. Overall, the next 7 days will be pretty quiet, but we do have some chances of rain and snow here and there. So let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Your weather headlines for this weekend and the next 7 days show we will see minimal cold and snow. Really, the coldest temperature we'll get for highs will be in the mid 30s. So really, that's not that cold, especially for this time of year. And we do have a small chance of rain for Saturday night. That will be pretty light though, and then light snow. Lake effect variety will be possible on Monday, but in the meantime, temperatures will be well too warm to have snow today. They'll likely be in the mid to upper 40s across Muskegon County. So for your Friday, expect a high of 47 with mostly cloudy skies. We'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day with a south-southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight will be completely cloudy with a fairly warm low as well at 38 degrees. And will stay mild pretty much for the entire weekend as well, with lots of cloud cover though. And like I said, we do have that small chance of light rain moving in Saturday night, but it will be occurring during the overnight hours, so we're not expecting a whole lot of impacts and no freezing precipitation with that either until Sunday night, where a mix of rain and snow will be possible, turning to lake effect snow showers throughout the day on Monday, but accumulation should stay less than an inch with that, and then we'll warm back up into the 40s by the end of the week. And that's your Friday and weekend forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon Channel and I'm Coleman Woods Weather, and enjoy your weekend.